Welcome to Bodyweight Blast BoxFit fam. My name is Samir. Today I will be taking you through 10 simple bodyweight exercises. You need no equipment at all. We work for 20 minutes, so let's begin. So our first exercise will be the squat. First, let me just explain the squat. It is simple. We will start with our feet turned out and shoulder width apart, and we will thrust back and down and make sure that our knees split wide when we go down as well as come up. Make sure your back is straight and chest pointed forward. So let's begin in 3, 2, 1 and go. Remember, when you go down, inhale. When you come up, you exhale. When you go down, you inhale, come up, exhale. Also, when you start and when you finish, you want to clench your hips. When you clench your hips, it maintains your frame solidly. If you don't clench your hips, you tend to twirl into one side or the other, especially towards your weaker side. Since this is a strength-based exercise, strength-based workout, we will be going slow. And 3, 2, 1 and take a breather. Our next exercise will be, we will be going down 3 steps forward and 3 steps up. Getting ready. This is how we do 1, 2, 3 and 3, 2, 1. Always make sure that your back is straight when going down and coming up. Let's begin in 3, 2 and 1. 1, 2, 3 and 3, 2, 1. You can let your legs bend when you go down and come up. If you want to make it more intense, you can keep the legs as straight as possible, and that puts more pressure on your core as well as on your hamstring. Make sure that your palms are always underneath your shoulders. Don't take them too far ahead. Remember, this is a strength-based workout, so you want to be going slow and not fast. You want to work the muscle more and not up the heart rate. 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Our next exercise, we will be going onto the floor. We will be doing a glute bridge. Frame is like this. Our back is on the floor. Head can be on the floor. Feet are slightly apart, and I will be raising my hips up and then coming down. Let's begin in 3, 2 and 1. Raise up. Clench the hip as you go up and slowly come down. Exhale as you go up and slowly come down. You don't want to be arching your lower back because this is not meant for the lower back to flex. This is meant for the glutes to get activated and worked. If you want more pressure on the hamstring muscle, you can increase, and then it becomes more intense and works the glutes even more. If you bring it closer, it allows the lower back to start flexing more. So keep it at a good distance. And 3, 2 and 1. Very nice. Breathe. Take a breather. Our next exercise will also be on the floor, where we will be in sit-up position, and I will be coming up, tapping an opposite knee. I just want to make sure that my head does not touch the floor when I go down or come up. Getting ready in 3, 2, 1 and go. Exhale when you come up, inhale when you go down. If you want to relax more, you can put your head on the floor. If you want to make it more intense, you can take your legs up and then do this. If you want to make it half intense, you can go one way up and then the other way. Exhale whenever you come up. Excellent. Take a breather. I explain the next exercise. We are coming back up, and we will be doing a reverse lunge. A reverse lunge. I will keep one leg in place, take the other leg down, and bend the knee slightly. All the pressure will be in the front leg, and make sure all the pressure is distributed on the front foot. And then I switch. Let's go in 3, 2 and 1. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. I keep switching. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Remember, this is not designed to up my heart rate. So I want to go down slow, control, feel the pressure in the muscle, and then come up. You should make sure that this angle is 90 degrees as possible, since that puts the correct pressure on the muscle of the hip as well as the thigh. 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Let's breathe. Next exercise, we will be going back onto the floor where we will do an animal crawl. My knees are bent, my body is on all fours, and I go opposite hand, opposite leg, 3 steps forward, 3 steps back. And let's begin in 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, and 3. Now I go opposite hand, right, left, left, right, right, left. Now I go right, left, left, right, left, right. And go back, opposite hand, opposite leg. Just like it's walking, just like we are walking. Go slow, everyone. The slower you go, the more pressure it puts on the whole body, especially on the core, in order to maintain the balance. You will feel the pressure on your shoulder as well as the core and the hip. And slowly coming down, take a breather, come back. We will go onto the floor. We will be doing a Russian twist, but in sit-up position. My body will be in sit-up position like this. I will be twisting to the side, then touching and twisting to the other side. Getting ready in 3, 2, 1. And twist, come up, and twist, up and twist. I want to feel the twist in my entire torso as I go to one side and touch the floor. I want to exhale as I come off and inhale. If you want to make it more intense, you can take the legs up and then turn and go to the side. Remember, this works your obliques, that is your transverse abdominis, which is the cross section of your abs as you go from side to side. And taking 3, 2, 1, and take a breather. We come up again, and we will be going into sumo squats. Before we did a normal squat, now we go a little wider. Feet turned out, body getting straight, frame is straight, and I inhale going down, exhale coming up. If you want a cue to keep your body straight, try and put your hands in front so that you can see them. You should be feeling the pressure in the glute muscle as well as the thigh when you go down. Try not to let it go forward. Always try and go fully down. Hence the feet are turned out. Inhale going down, hold, and exhale coming up. Remember, all for strength. And let's take a breather. We're going to go into the next exercise. On all fours but on our back, we are going to do a crab walk. My palms are as close to my body as possible and facing back. The further they are from the body, the more pressure on the elbow. So keep it close. And we're going to raise up and go 1, 2, 3. And 3, 2, 1. Let's begin in 3, 2, 1 and go. 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2. Always put all the pressure on the palms. Don't try and extend while trying to cover distance, because that would put too much pressure on the elbow joints. You want to make sure that you're going close to the elbow. You don't want to cover distance. You just want to literally raise them up and go on a very short coverage of distance. And breathe. And 3, 2, 1. Very nice. And we are going to go into our final exercise of the 10 before we repeat the cycle. We are going to go into an elbow plank. Elbow plank is very simple. I put my elbows on the floor, keep my body extended, and breathe. And that's it. I'd make sure that my lower back is not down. Always straight. My hips are straight and flexed. And let's go in 3, 2, 1. And breathe. If you want to make this more effective and intense, curl your shoulders up like a cat. that will put more pressure on the center, that is your abdomen. So you should feel very little pressure on your shoulders, but more and more pressure for the center line, that is your abdomen, trying to hold you up. And breathe. Breathe. The deeper you breathe, the more it flexes the abdomen and works it. And slowly coming up. Let's go back into our first exercise. That was the squat. Once again, our feet are turned shoulder width out. So they were here, turned out, and we will be going back and down in 3, 2, 1. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Always make sure your knees are pressing out and never caving in. That would put all the pressure on the knee joint. If they push out while going down and up, it puts all the pressure on the thigh as well as the hip. Try to make sure you don't curl your back like this. Keep it straight. The deeper you go, the better it is for the squat. Whether you're crossing your knees across your toe line, it doesn't matter. The whole pressure should be all over the foot. And breathe. We go into the next exercise, that is the inchworm. We are here and we will be bending and going 1, 2, 3, and then going back 3, 1, and coming up. Okay. When you go down and up, make sure all the pressure is on your palms. And let's begin in 3, 2, and 1. 1, 2, 3. Make sure your back and body is straight. Up. Going slow, slow, slow. Coming together. Going slow, slow, slow. And coming up. Always, when it's strength based, guys, remember, the slower you go, the more you work every muscle. You are not trying to work your heart. The heart will work at a different time. And last one. 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Breathe. Next one, we will go onto the floor and we will be doing the glute bridge. I'm on my back, absolutely flat. Feet are shoulder width apart. My hands are on the floor. And begin in 3, 2, 1, and let's go. Raise the hips up, flex the glutes, and slowly come down. If you want to make it more intense, you can raise the hips up for longer and longer. A good marker is 3 to 5 seconds. Flex them, slowly come down. Exhale going up, breathe, breathe, and slowly come down. Inhale. And down, and up, hold, and down, and up, and down, and up, and down. Very nice. Up. Our next exercise will also be on the floor. We will be doing a sit-up with a knee tap. So what is that? We are in sit-up position. I come up, I tap the opposite hand with the opposite knee. Go down, tap the opposite hand with the opposite knee. Getting ready in 3, 2, 1, and let's go. Come up, come slowly, go down slowly. Come up slowly. Make sure you dig your feet into the floor from bed to base and down. You want to put more relaxation for the entire stretch. You can put your head back and slowly come up. Tap the opposite hand and go down. You want to make it more intense? Try not to go back fully down. Keep this crunch throughout. And take a breather. Next, go to the next exercise, which is the reverse lunge. Reverse lunge, I always make sure that I want to thrust back, be in 90 degrees, then thrust back, come up. Okay, and let's begin in 3, 2, 1. I thrust back, make sure that this is a 90-degree angle and not going too far forward, not going too far back. All the pressure is on the full foot and come up. And then switch. Inhale going down, exhale coming up. You should feel the pressure on the thigh as well as the hip muscle. If you want to make it even more excellent, you want to turn your front knee slightly out so it activates the external rotator. Very nice. And take a breather. We go back onto the floor and we will be doing an animal crawl. On all fours, knees are bent, keeping it simple. Going opposite hand, opposite leg, opposite hand, opposite leg, opposite hand, opposite leg. 3, 2, 1, and begin. 1, 2, 3, and 3, 2, 1. When you do this, make sure your hip is not too high, otherwise it puts too much pressure on the shoulder. Keep it flat, keep the hips relaxed, and breathe. Always try and put all the pressure on the palms as opposed to putting anything on the fingers. That makes the base very, very uneasy. The slower you move, the better it is to work the muscles of the abs, the core, as well as the shoulders. And coming back, we will go into the next one. We are on our seat. We will be doing the twists. So I keep my base firm. I will be twisting from one side, coming up, twisting onto the other side, working my transverse abdominis or the obliques. Let's go in 3, 2, 1. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Very simple exercise designed to work the cross section of the abdomen, which is always there. We have linear and cross section. So the abdomen is not a straightforward muscle. It involves a huge cross section. And when all of them work, you get great core strength. And stop. We go back up and we're going to go onto the sumo squat. So I'm going to go wider than shoulder width apart, turn my feet out. That gives me a good base, puts more pressure on my heels. I'm going to go down, inhale and come up, exhale. Keep my back straight, hands forward as a marker. Always aim to make sure that your knees are not going forward first, so you're bending backwards first. So if you're in this position, you want to be thrusting back, okay? And always thrust back and down. Whenever you thrust back and down, imagine you're about to sit on a very comfortable sofa, but which is a little lower than your normal sofa. Inhale going down, exhale coming up. If you want to put more pressure on the leg, hold down for a bit, then come up. Very nice, breathe. Go into the next one. We will be going into a crab walk. Once again, I'm on the floor. My palms are very close to my body. My legs are curled up and I have a good base. And I will raise myself and go 1, 2, 3 and 3, 2, 1. And let's go in 3, 2, 1 and begin. Remember, you don't want to be covering too much distance unnecessarily, otherwise you get pressure in the elbow. So always keep the palms close to your body. The moment you feel too much pressure in the elbow, that means the palms are too far. So keep them close. You want to make this even more intense, you can go into tabletop and then go. Otherwise, come into normal and 3, 2, 1. Very good. Breathe. Let's go into the final exercise. We will be going into elbow plank. Once again, my elbows are underneath my shoulders. My frame is straight. My back is not bending. My hips and back are not bending down. They're straight. And let's begin in 3, 2, and 1. Flex your hips. Curl up your shoulders and breathe. Deep, long, slow breaths. You should be able to feel your abdomen contracting and extending, and you'll be able to feel the tightness of the muscles as they're trying to hold you up against this frame. Always make sure, if you feel your hips going down, reset from your knees, come back and hold it up again. And begin 3, 2, 1. Very nice. And breathe. Very well done, BoxFit fam. And that was our simple bodyweight blast workout. So until I see you in the next video, stay steady, stay simple, and stay strong.